Okay, so today we are going to talk about range function. Okay, range. So it is inbuilt function. Once we install the Python, we can use range function. Okay, so this range function, what it will return is range object. It will return range object. Range object. It contains immutable sequence. Immutable sequence. So what does it mean? Immutable means we cannot be able to change once we get the range values. Okay, so it will take 3 arguments. It will take 3 arguments. Okay, so what are the arguments? Start, stop, step. Okay, these are the arguments we can provide to the range function. Okay, so we need only any one argument. Okay, at least one argument is required, and remaining will be optional. Okay, so how we can use with single argument, 2 arguments and 3 arguments? Let's see. For example, I'm going to use for loop here to iterate the range object. Okay, let's say for I range 5. Okay, so here I am using single argument 5. Okay, so here generally when you provide single argument, it will be considering it is a stop value. Okay, it is considered as a stop value. So 5 is stop value. Okay, but what about start value? So by default start value is 0. Okay, by default start value is 0. So we are not providing start value, we are providing the stop value. Okay, that is 5. So here one more important point, start value is included and stop value is excluded. Okay, stop value is excluded. So generally syntax, if I talk about syntax, range, I can provide start value, I can provide stop value. If it is required, I can provide step. Depends on our requirement, we are going to use range function with different arguments, but at least one argument is required. Okay, so now in this case 5 will be the stop value. So 5 will be the stop value, that is excluded. Okay, that is excluded. The start value which will start from the 0. Okay, 0. So first time the range function, as I said, it will return sequence of objects. So if I iterate with for loop, what will get first here? I will be 0. Okay, I value will be 0. Okay, second time the iteration continues, loop, I will be 1, third 2, 4, 3, 4. Okay, so when it comes to I5, it won't get the value, it is excluded. Stop value is excluded. Here stop value is the 5, it is excluded. Okay, so we'll get the values 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's run this one. See, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the uses of single argument. If you provide single argument to the range function, that will be considered as a stop value. By default, it will start with 0. Okay, if I provide 2 values, start and stop values, how it looks? For range So I want to start the values from 2 and up to 10. Okay, print 9. So here, so what is the 2? Start value is start 2. Okay, and stop value is 10. So which is included, which is excluded? Start value is included, stop value is excluded. So here it will start the values from 2. Okay, first time I will be 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What about 10? 10 is included or excluded? It is excluded because stop value is excluded. Okay, it will get the values 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. Let's run. You can see it is starting from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 9. Okay, so that is the use of start and stop value. If you provide 3 arguments, if you want to provide step also, how we can use? For I range, same I am going to use 1 to 100, sorry 10. So here 1 is the start value, 10 is stop value. If I want to skip the values, you can use step. Okay, so here start 1, stop 10, and step is 2. Okay, so how this step will work? So this step value, it will skip the items, it will skip the values 2. Okay, 2 values. Okay, for example, the first time very beginning of the statement, I value will be 1. Okay, I 1. Now when it comes to second iteration, it will skip the 2 values. Okay, from 1 to, it will skip the 2 values. So 1, 2. After that, what is the value? It will get 3. I value will be 3. Again it will skip 3, 4, 5 like this, 7, 9 like this. We can use the step values. Okay, let's run this one. So here we will get the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. See, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, because we are using the step as a 2, so it will skip the values. Okay, so without step, what will be the values? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Correct. So if I am not using any step, this will return the values. Now if I use step 2, first it will get the 1 value. We have step 2 means it will skip the 2 values. So it will get the 3. Again, it will skip the 2 values from 3. It will skip these 2 like this. Okay. If I use 3, fly in range, what will be the output? So I value will be first time, it will be 1. What about second time? How many values it will skip? It will skip 1, 2, 3. Okay, because we are providing 3. So it will skip 1, 2, 3. 4 will be, I value will be 4. Again it will skip 3. 4, 5, 6. It will get the I value 7. After 7, how many values it should be skipped? 3. But how many values we have? 2 only. In this case, it will skip these 2. It won't return anything. Only it will get 147. Okay, let's run. You can see 147. Okay, so this is the uses of range function. Okay, So this range function we are going to use n number of times when we are going to perform interviews. There are some programs we can use with range function. Okay. Now there is a one more mechanism called slicing. Okay. Slicing also kind of a mechanism method to access the values based on the sequences. Access the values based on the sequence. Okay, based on the sequence. Okay, based on the sequence. Now, how we can use the slicing? For example, if I declare a L equals to range of 10, so what it will return? The values from 1 to 0 to 9, it will return 0 to 9. Okay. So if I hope everyone is remember index positions. Okay, let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this values will be written this range function with the 10 argument. Okay. Now, what is the index positions? From where it will start the index positions? It will start from 0, right? Index position will start from the 0. Okay. To access the values based on the index positions, we can use slicing. Okay. Slicing also it will take 3 arguments like start, stop, step. Okay. For example, I have L. So to access the values, if I provide L of like this, so what does it mean? It indicates fetch the value only from index position 0. Okay. So what is the value we have in the index position 0? It will fetch that. Okay. So that is the slicing. Okay. Now, if I want to fetch some subset of values, for example, I want to fetch the values from 0 to 4th index position. How we can use that? No. So start here also simple syntax. So something like this: sequence, start value, stop, step. Okay. To access the values based on the index positions, we can use start, stop, step. Okay. So here start, stop, step will be the index positions. Okay. Index positions. Now, so if I use here start is 0, if I provide 5, so here start 0 and stop 5. So this stop is excluded. Okay, the same how we have arranged it in the same manner. Stop is excluded. Okay, stop is excluded. So what are the values it will print? It will start from the 0 index position 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, only it will get up to 4 because the stop value 5 is excluded. Okay, let's run. Okay, let's run this. You can see we are getting 0 to 5 range. Okay, so here just we are printing 0 to 5 range, but we are not using any loops to get the values. So to get the values, how we can do that? Just we can iterate in a for loop. Okay, or else this range function, just what I will do, I will convert into the list. how we can, what we can call this mechanism, converting into any data type to another data type, typecasting. Okay, so the range will become a list now. Okay, so to access the list we can use slicing. You can see 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, so if I start something like this, so it will start with 0, stop value is something 8, or else if I'm not providing stop value is, if I'm not providing stop value, by default it will consider the last item, colon, I'm giving the step value 2. Okay, so what it will print now? So it will start from 0 and it will step the two values, means 0 1 will be skipped, it will get 2. Again 2 3 skipped, 4 will get, 4 5 skipped, 6 will get, 6 7 is skipped, 8 it will get. Okay, so after 8 9 it will skip, nothing will get. Okay, these are the values we can get when we use step value. So here I'm not providing stop value. If we are not providing stop value, means by default it will consider the last item. Okay, let's see. You can see 0 2 4 6 8. Okay, so in this case if I use 3, what will be the output? It will start from the 0, it will skip 3 values 0 1 2, so it will get the 3, and it will skip the again 3 4 5, so it will get the 6. Again it will skip 6 7 8, it will get the 9. Okay, so like this we can use the range function along with slicing. You can see 0 3 6 9. Okay, so based on this range and slicing, there are so many interview questions we can have. So for example, they will ask, create some pattern. Okay, create some pattern. Create some pattern. Let's say they will ask something like this: star, star, star. Like this, they will ask pattern, pyramid pattern, or triangle patterns, right? So how to write this one? So for example, to get this pattern, what we can use? Can I use print star, print star, star? Does it make sense? Can we do like this? Does it make sense? No, right? So even though if I run this one, it will get the pattern. Okay, star, star, star. But if we have thousands lines, how we can do that in this case? It won't make sense if you write 1,000 times print, right? So to achieve this, we can use range functions. Okay, we can iterate in a for loops. Okay, let's see how we can do that. Okay, so there is one more method called input. Okay, input function. It is a inbuilt function. Again, it is an inbuilt function. It will be used to get the user input. Okay, and it will be considered as a string input. Okay, so how we can use this string? How we can use this input function? Let's say here, can we count this as a rows? 1 2 3 4, 4 rows will be there. So my input is 4. If I give 4, it will print 4 times. If I give 10, it will print 10 times. 10 times in a sense like this. Okay, like this. Based on the number of rows, we can provide pattern. Okay, So how we can use this input function? Okay, for example, let's say rows input. So this is the input function. Here we can provide enter rows something. Okay, while running this program, it will ask the user input to enter. Okay, enter rows. How many rows you want? 5 or 6, 10, whatever the number, we can provide number. But this number will be considered as a string. So, okay, let's try. I'm going to use for I in range n. Okay, rows. Okay. So, for example, in this case, rows, assume that it is 5. Okay. So, the range function, it will, how many times it will iterate? 5 times. Okay. Assume that it is 5. Okay, it will iterate the 5 times. Now, for I in range rows, okay, I am going to use inner for loop. Okay, so without inner for loop, what will happen now? So if I print star into I, okay, what I am doing here, I am multiplying the star with I. So first time it will be 0. Okay, 0 multiply with 0, it won't make anything. And second time 1 into star, 2 into star. Okay, let's see. So here this will be considered as a string. Can we convert into integer? When we have a digit as a string, can we convert into integer? We can convert the string into integer only when we have a digit as a string. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, guys, sorry. So here, so just it will print I into 1. Okay, for example, I'm going to start with 1. So my start value is 1. So star into 1, it will print 1 up to how many times it will give, those many times. Okay, let's see. So whenever I run this Python command, so there is a input function, right? It will ask the user to enter the value. Okay, let's see. Here you can see enter rows. If I use 6, it will take 6 as a user input. Okay, the 6 will be considered as a string. That string we are converting it to the integer by using int function. Okay, let's see. You can see star, 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 right? You can see the pattern. How many times we want to print star. Okay, so this is the way to use range functions. Okay, clear? So if you want to space here, what to do? If you want a space, can we use, there is a argument called end. Okay, so end, how it will work? The output it will keep in a same line. Okay, output will keep in same line. Okay, same line with space. Okay, we can provide anything here. If you provide space, it will be considered as a space. If you provide any special characters, it will be considered as a special characters. Let's see. You can see the output it is keeping in a same line. Okay, by providing space. Now here, so instead of this, I want to, here you can clearly see, right? There is no space between each string like this. Each star, there is no space. To get this one, we can go for another for loop, inner for loop using, okay, inner for loop we can use for j in range. So here we can provide I plus 1, okay? Print star, okay, space. So it will keep n equals to 0 means it will keep in the same line the output, okay? Or else either we can provide space or here also you can provide the space, okay? Now, so after this for loop, I'm going to print a new line. Okay, if I only use print this statement, it will be considered as a new line. Okay, new line. Okay, so after inner for loop completed, it will take a new line. Again, it will continue the loop. Okay, so even this time, we can remove one also because we are going to use plus 1 here in the for loop, in the for loop. Okay, so outer for loop. So what is the purpose of this outer for loop? It will get the number of rows, like for example 5 or 6, whatever it is. It will get the value as 0 first time. Once, okay, I value will be 0. Here for j in range, it will start from 0 plus 1, 1. Okay, so what will be the j value? Will be, so it is stop value is 1. Okay, because 0 plus 1, 1 only. Okay, so here it will print star, j value will be 0. It will print star, 1 star. Okay, and is there any another value to iterate in the for loop? No, right? Because 1 is stop value, 0, 1. So 1 is excluded. Only it will print j equals to 0. It will print star once. Okay. After this inner for loop completed, it will come to the print. Okay. After printing star, it will go for the new line. Okay. It will go for the new line. Okay. Again, continue the loop. I will be 1 now because first time it will be 0, second time 1 will be, I will be 1. Now 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, this time again j, it will start from 0. Okay, it will print star and it will keep the output in the same line. Keep output in the same line with space. Okay, and j value will be 1. Okay, 0, 1. So it will print 2 times star. Okay, it will print star space star like this. In the first inner for loop, it will print only single star. In the second for loop, inner for loop, it will take 2 stars because I will be 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, range 2, what it will return? 0, 1. Okay, so this is the one set of, okay, assume that it is one set. This is another second inner for loop. Okay, now again coming to the third. Okay, it will print new line. It will go for I. This time what is the I value? 2. Now 2 plus 3, 2 plus 1, 3. Okay, so the what is the values it will get? Range 3 means 0, 1, 2. So these many times it will iterate inner for loop for j in range. So first time 0, it will print star and it will keep the output in the same line. Okay, something like this, it will print space. Second time j will be 1. Okay, it will print star again. Third time j will be 2. It will print star. Okay, there is no values after this, so it will go for the new line. Okay, after this it will go for the new line. Okay, new line means next line it will be printing something like this, like this. Okay, new line means it will go for new line like this. Okay, now I can continue the loop 3. It will repeat the same until the last item. Okay, So like this, we can get we can use range function to create the patterns. Let's say I'm going to give 6. You can see star, star, star. So here we can see 2 spaces, because here also I'm providing space. Here also I'm providing space. If I remove this space, we can see. You can see star, star. How many values we are provided? 6. So those many rows we can get it. So instead of space, if I want to add some special character, let's say I want to add dollar. What will happen? After every star, we can see this dollar symbol. Okay, let's see. You can see after every star, we can see dollar symbol. So either we can go for space, we can go for star, any specific pattern. Okay, so this is the way we can use for loops with range function. Okay, so they will ask either this pattern, they will ask the patterns like this: 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you guys understand properly this for loop, this pattern will be easier, because the values just we need to print the, instead of star we can use the j to print. Okay, let's see. Maybe okay, for I in range or rows. Okay, for j in range I plus 1. Okay, I plus 1, print j. Okay, that's it. Just we are printing the j. Okay, and we can keep and equals to space. So in the previous code, what we are doing, we are printing the star. This time we are printing the value itself. I don't want stars or anything, just I want to print the value. Okay, let's see how it works. Good. Enter value something. Okay, whenever I run this one, it will ask the value. Let's 6. Okay, for I in range. Okay, why what type of error we are getting? Type error, because string object cannot be interpreted as an integer. Okay, so here we need to do typecasting. So I'm converted into the integer. You can see 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 0. Okay, so it is starting from the 0. If you want to skip, if you want to start with from 1, we can do from here 1. Okay, it will start from 1. Now here, why we are not getting in the same line and line by line? Because we are not using print function. Okay, so if you use this print function, it will consider as a new line. Okay, let's run. See 0, 1. Okay, 1 second. Now we will get the 0, 1, 2. See 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, like this. Okay, this is the way we can get the pattern. If you want to start from 1, what we can do, just we can do plus 1 here, so it will get the pattern from 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Okay, so this is the way we can create the patterns. Sometimes they will ask alphabets, to print the alphabets A, B, A, B, C, A, B, C, D, like this. For that also we can use ASCII values. Okay, so there is a concept in ASCII values. If you go to the ASCII values, okay, so alphabets character, it will start the ASCII value from 65. Okay, these are uppercase. Okay, 65 to plus 26. Okay, 65 to 65 plus 26 means alphabets we have 26, right? For lowercase, we have exactly, I'm not remember. Let me check it. ASCII values. Okay, value. Okay, so lowercase it will start from 97. Okay, uppercase it will start from 65. Okay, so 97 plus 26. Okay, lowercase 97 to 97 plus 26. Okay, so we can get the ASCII values. Now, for example, I want to print the any alphabets. Okay, maybe A B C D, something like this. Let's see. The same for loop we can use. Okay, same for loop we can use, but instead of values, what we can print? ASCII values we can print. Okay, so here let's say ASCII 65 something, assume that 65. From here there is a function called char. Okay, there is a function called char. Okay, so what this function will do, it will take the value, it will take the ASCII value and it will return char. Okay, char. Okay, so for example, if I provide chr 65, so what does it mean? What it will return? Uppercase A. Okay, it will return A. Okay, like this. There is a one more function called ORT. Okay, what it will take char as a argument and it will return ASCII value. Okay, ASCII value. For example, ORD of, if I use A, so what it will return? It will return 65, vice versa. Okay, char it will return the character, ORD it will return the ASCII value. Okay, now, so here we want to print alphabets. Okay, can I use char function with ASCII values? Okay, so here instead of printing j plus 1, just I'm going to use char j. Okay, so whatever the index value it is, whatever the value ASCII value is representing, that character will be printed here. Let's see. This rows is not required. Okay, that is fine. We can use an. It is not printing anything. So char should be print the value, ASCII value. Okay, sorry, why it is not printing anything? Because we are using j. Okay, so j is the ASCII value. Okay, here we have to use along with ASCII. Okay, ASCII value. So first time it will be 65, that we can increment by 1. Okay, plus 1. Okay, every time it will get by 1. Okay, let's see. We can see A, B, C, C, D, D, E. Okay, so we can have different patterns. We can do it. Okay, there are so many programs we will get from this for loops and range functions. Okay, we can create a off triangle, full triangle, different star patterns. So sometimes they will ask the same pattern what we have. So after this, we can have a reverted function like this, star. Okay, like this. These kind of patterns also we can use, we can create. Okay, so all these things can be done by using for loops and range function. Okay.